In August 2025, Elon Musk dropped a bombshell that sent shockwaves through Silicon Valley. Standing toe-to-toe with Microsoft, the world's most valuable company worth over $3 trillion, Musk announced Macrohard, a purely AI-driven software company designed to simulate and potentially replace Microsoft's entire operation. But here's the kicker. He claims it can be done entirely with artificial intelligence, no human developers required. This isn't just another tech startup announcement. This is David versus Goliath. Except David happens to be the world's richest man with a track record of disrupting entire industries. From revolutionizing electric vehicles with Tesla to making private space travel a reality with SpaceX, Musk has consistently proven that impossible is just another word for inevitable. But can his latest venture, with its tongue-in-cheek name that's clearly trolling Microsoft, actually deliver on its audacious promise? Today, we're diving deep into this epic showdown, examining both sides with brutal honesty, weighing the strengths and weaknesses, and ultimately choosing which titan will emerge victorious. To understand why Macrohard matters, we need to understand the man behind it. Elon Musk isn't just another tech entrepreneur. He's a pattern-breaking force of nature who has systematically dismantled the impossible across multiple industries. Let's start with his early wins. After co-founding Zip2 and selling it to Compaq for $307 million in 1,999, Musk launched X.com, which eventually became PayPal and sold to eBay for $1.5 billion in 2002. But here's where most entrepreneurs would retire to a beach somewhere. Not Musk. In 2002, he founded SpaceX with a seemingly impossible goal: make space travel affordable and eventually colonize Mars. The aerospace industry laughed. NASA was skeptical. Traditional contractors called it a pipe dream. Fast forward to 2008, SpaceX achieved the first private orbital rocket launch with Falcon 1. Today, SpaceX dominates the commercial space industry, has revolutionized space travel with reusable rockets, and regularly ferries astronauts to the International Space Station. But Musk wasn't done. In 2004, he took control of a struggling electric car startup called Tesla Motors. The automotive industry dismissed electric vehicles as toys for environmentalists. Major car manufacturers had abandoned electric vehicle programs. Musk turned Tesla into the world's most valuable automaker, forcing every major manufacturer to scramble into electric vehicle production. Tesla achieved a remarkable 91% reduction in battery costs and now commands significant market share globally. His ventures don't stop there. Neuralink, founded in 2016, is pioneering brain-computer interfaces with successful human trials underway. The Boring Company is tackling urban transportation through underground tunnel networks. Most recently, he acquired Twitter, rebranded it as X, and launched xAI to compete directly with OpenAI in the artificial intelligence space. But here's where we need to pump the brakes and examine the flip side. Musk's greatest strength, his willingness to take on impossible challenges, is also his greatest weakness. He's simultaneously running Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, The Boring Company, X, and now xAI. Recent analysis suggests he's spread dangerously thin, with former Tesla executives claiming he's mentally checked out of the company that made him famous. Tesla has faced significant challenges in 2024, including a 45% decline in European sales and ongoing labor disputes, particularly in Nordic countries where unions have blocked Tesla operations. His management style has drawn criticism for being erratic and overly demanding on employees. Legal troubles are mounting too. Musk faces lawsuits involving assets worth $97.4 billion, including ongoing litigation with OpenAI and regulatory battles across multiple jurisdictions. His tendency to make bold claims on social media has led to SEC investigations and market volatility. The question isn't whether Musk can innovate. He's proven that repeatedly. The question is whether he can execute reliably at scale while juggling multiple world-changing projects simultaneously. Now let's turn to Microsoft, a company that's mastered the art of reinvention while maintaining rock-solid execution. Founded by Bill Gates and Paul Allen in 1975, Microsoft didn't just ride the personal computer wave, they created it. Starting with basic interpreters for the Altair 8800, Microsoft struck gold by supplying MS-DOS to IBM PCs in 1980. When they launched Windows in 1985, They essentially created the template for modern computing that billions still use today. Their IPO in 1986 generated massive wealth and funded decades of expansion into office productivity, gaming, and eventually cloud computing. Under CEO Satya Nadella since 2014, Microsoft has undergone perhaps the most successful corporate transformation in business history. They pivoted from a legacy software company to a cloud-first, AI-first organization. Major acquisitions like LinkedIn for $26.2 billion in 2016 and Activision Blizzard for $68.7 billion in 2023 have expanded their ecosystem dramatically. But here's what's truly impressive about Microsoft's current position: scale that's almost incomprehensible. Their latest quarterly results show revenue of $76.4 billion, up 18% year over year. Their annual revenue for fiscal 2025 hit $281.7 billion with a staggering $101.8 billion in net income. Their market capitalization recently crossed $3 trillion, making them one of the world's most valuable companies. Microsoft Cloud revenue alone reached $46.7 billion in the fourth quarter of 2025, up 27% year over year. Azure, their cloud platform, surpassed $75 billion in annual revenue with 34% growth. These aren't startup numbers. This is industrial scale dominance. Their AI integration is particularly noteworthy. Microsoft has embedded artificial intelligence across their entire product suite. GitHub Copilot assists millions of developers with code generation. Microsoft 365 Copilot enhances productivity across Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Teams. Azure OpenAI Service provides enterprise-grade AI capabilities to thousands of organizations worldwide. They've also built the infrastructure that matters. Microsoft operates data centers in over 60 regions globally, maintains compliance certifications for governments and enterprises worldwide, and has established trust relationships that took decades to build. When a Fortune 500 company needs mission-critical software, they call Microsoft not because it's trendy, but because it works reliably at enterprise scale. However, Microsoft isn't without vulnerabilities. Their size can work against them, bureaucratic processes, slow innovation, and they've historically been followers rather than leaders in emerging technologies. They completely missed the mobile revolution with Windows Phone's spectacular failure. Their attempts at social media and search have largely fallen flat despite massive investments. Critics argue that Microsoft's success comes from acquisition rather than organic innovation. They've bought their way into gaming, professional networking, and artificial intelligence rather than building these capabilities internally. This raises questions about their long-term innovative capacity when faced with truly disruptive competition. There's also the complacency factor. When you're generating over $280 billion annually and dominating enterprise markets, the incentive to take revolutionary risks diminishes. Microsoft excels at incremental improvements and ecosystem integration, but can they respond effectively to paradigm-shifting threats? So what exactly is Macrohard, and why should anyone take it seriously? Announced by Musk on August 22, 2025, Macrohard represents perhaps the most ambitious experiment in artificial intelligence applied to software development ever attempted. The core concept is deceptively simple yet revolutionary. Create a software company that operates entirely through artificial intelligence. No human programmers, no human project managers, no human quality assurance teams. Instead, hundreds of specialized AI agents would handle everything from initial code generation to final product deployment. Musk's reasoning is characteristically direct. Since software companies like Microsoft don't manufacture physical hardware, their entire operation is essentially information processing, something AI should theoretically excel at. The name Macrohard is both a playful jab at Microsoft and a statement of intent. They're going to outmuscle the muscle. The technical ambition is staggering. Macrohard plans to deploy hundreds of specialized coding and generative AI agents working collaboratively. These agents would handle code generation, image and video creation, testing, debugging, and even user interface design. They would iterate continuously, testing software in virtual environments until outputs meet exceptional quality standards. This isn't just theoretical. Macrohard will leverage xAI's Colossus supercomputer in Memphis, which is designed to run millions of NVIDIA enterprise-grade GPUs. This computing infrastructure puts Macrohard in the same league as OpenAI and Meta in terms of raw processing power available for artificial intelligence development. The trademark was filed on August 1, 2025, with the US Patent Office, indicating serious preparation beyond Musk's typical social media announcements. The application covers a broad range of AI-focused goods and services, including downloadable software for artificial speech and text generation and AI-powered video game development tools. But here's where reality intrudes on the vision. Current AI code generation tools, while impressive, still require significant human oversight. They frequently generate bugs, security, vulnerabilities, and code that doesn't integrate properly with existing systems. The idea of fully autonomous software development remains largely theoretical. Enterprise customers present another massive challenge. Large organizations don't adopt mission-critical software based on technological novelty. They require proven reliability, comprehensive support, regulatory compliance, and integration with existing systems. Building this trust and infrastructure could take years, during which Microsoft won't be standing still. After examining both sides thoroughly, weighing the innovations against the realities, considering the track records against the challenges, I'm choosing Microsoft as the likely winner in this battle. Here's why. While Macrohard represents fascinating technological ambition, Microsoft brings proven execution at unprecedented scale. Musk excels at breakthrough innovations that create new markets. But software productivity tools are an established market where reliability, integration, and trust matter more than revolutionary features. Microsoft's AI business already generates over $13 billion in annual revenue, up 175% year over year. They've successfully embedded AI across their entire ecosystem while maintaining enterprise-grade reliability. Their $368 billion in contracted cloud backlog represents committed business that Macrohard would need to win away from satisfied customers. The infrastructure advantage is overwhelming. Microsoft's global data centers, compliance certifications, enterprise relationships, and support systems took decades to build. Replicating this with AI agents, while theoretically possible, faces massive practical hurdles that extend far beyond code generation. Musk's historical pattern also suggests challenges ahead. He's simultaneously managing Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, The Boring Company, X, and XAI. Recent evidence suggests he's already struggling to maintain focus across these ventures. Adding another revolutionary project requiring intense attention may stretch him beyond effective leadership capacity. However, here's the twist. Musk doesn't need to completely replace Microsoft to succeed. If Macrohard can demonstrate even partial autonomous software development, it could force Microsoft to accelerate their AI integration, potentially creating a win for everyone. The real victory might not be market domination, but pushing the entire industry toward AI-enhanced productivity. In the end, this battle represents more than just corporate competition. It's a fundamental question about the future of work itself. Will artificial intelligence eventually handle complex creative tasks like software development, or will human-AI collaboration remain the optimal approach? Microsoft bet on collaboration and built an empire. Musk is betting on full automation and the power of artificial intelligence to simulate human expertise. Only time will tell which vision shapes our digital future. But one thing is certain. We're witnessing the beginning of a transformation that will define how software gets built for the next decade. The future is being written in code, and artificial intelligence is holding the pen. If you like this analysis, don't forget to like and subscribe. Also, let me know in comments if you want more such videos. Thanks for watching.